After an undefeated opening week, Minnesota Aurora return home looking for their third win in as many tries. They welcome RKC Third Coast, who are still searching for their first win of 2023. Along with former NWSL forward Danny Foxhoven-Young, I'm Jake Griffith. Thanks for joining us here at TCO Stadium. As strong as Minnesota were to start last season, they've been even stronger to start 2023. 9 tallies in their first 2 matches. Danny, this team has a real nose for goal.
Yeah, last year Minnesota Aurora proved to be a second-half team, often having to come out of a deficit in the second half. This year, Coach Lukic made sure to address that as they have scored 7 of their 9 goals in the first half. Kat Rapp, Maya Hansen, the players to look for there. Today, we're going to want to see them put together a full 90-minute performance where they're able to score goals in the first and the second half.
As for RKC Third Coast, they've only found the net once this season. Danny, what's ailing this attack?
RKC has been dealt a really difficult hand in their inaugural season as they have to have their first 5 games away, which makes it really hard for them to find some rhythm. Today they're going to want to tighten up their back line, maybe catch Minnesota Aurora off guard, and get a quick counterattack goal.
We'll head to break. On the other side, we'll take a look at the starting 11 for both teams here on Fox 9+. Back on Fox 9+, moments away from the opening kickoff between RKC Third Coast and Minnesota Aurora FC. Let's take a look at how these sides line up. We'll start with the home side, Minnesota. Danny, a 4-1-4-1 this evening for second-year head coach Nicole Lukic. We talked about it last time. What do you like about this formation tonight and the differences in it from last week?
Well, in our conversations with Coach Lukic going into the game, this 4-1-4-1 is going to look a little bit different this game, as Rami Rapp is going to have a little bit more flexibility in going forward, but then still having that responsibility to come back and hold that 6. So it is going to look at times more like a 4-2-3-1 rather than a 4-1-4-1.
On the flip side for RKC Third Coast, they've used a couple different formations this season. Started in a 4-3-3, shifted more to that 3-5-2. Tonight, Greta Harms will get the start in net, a 5-3-3 goals against average. How can they combat the 4-1-4-1?
I think they are going to want to shift away from that 3-5-2 again back into a 4-3-3. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, though, with that. As they are trying to shift away from letting so many attacks happen from their opponents, they don't want to continue to give up 7 goals a game. So I think today they're going to be a little bit more defensive-minded as we see them play a little different today.
Our officials this evening, Ryan Farrell, our referee in charge, with Ingrid Ventura Oliveira and Joshua Mahoney, the assistant referees. The fourth official in the substitution area, Riley Swinson. Danny, we talked about it in the open. The goal scoring has been the biggest attention grabber for this Minnesota team, but consecutive clean sheets now for Amanda Pourball and this back line for Minnesota.
It's really interesting to see that they have not given up goals. As we said last year, as we're getting into the kickoff here, last year Minnesota Aurora was a second-half team and did give up a lot of goals in the first half, so they definitely have made that shift this year.
The whistle sounds, and we are underway from TCO Stadium. Aurora in the home midnight blue navy kits, and RKC Third Coast in the red with the black shorts. As Mariah Wynn will carry it forward on the far side. Has plenty of space to move and tries to send that ball through the middle.
She has been such a standout player this season for me to watch. She always has her mindset in going forward, getting right off the kickoff at their back line, trying to go from one side to the other. You can see just right from the beginning there.
Hansen will weave it through. Morgan Stone in the starting 11 this evening. Stone, the leading returning scorer from last year's team. Right now it's Maya Hansen who has a beat on that as the flag comes up on that approach into the final third, and that will be offside. One thing head coach Nicole Lukic talked about for this Minnesota team, she felt like that there was somewhat of a drop-off in the performance from the Rochester match versus their performance against Dutch Lions, saying she felt like her team hasn't consistently held itself to a high technical standard. Here's Del Moral carrying it forward, and dispossessed there by the defender.
Yeah, in our discussions with Coach Lukic, it was more that the full 90-minute performance wasn't there quite yet. They're still trying to hone in on putting together both a first and a second half attacking mentality team, attacking mindset team. She did feel like they do start to drop off in the second half. As you can see, as we said in the beginning, that 7 of those 9 goals did come in the first half, and I think she wants to see more of that in the second half as well.
Stone flings it across to the far side of the pitch. That's Wynn with it. Wynn will swing past one defender. Plays that ball through to Rapp. Dangerous territory, and there's Maya Hansen, who slots it, an early opening goal for Aurora.
Watch the movement here from Kat Rapp, just slicing across their back line. It was a great movement for Mariah Wynn to come across. Kat Rapp going the opposite direction for a nice little through ball to her there. You can see that movement. Hard to see in that replay. And then just a great pass across the front of the goal. No chance for the goalie there.
A look at the cultivated CBD charity goal. It's Maya Hansen, her 4th of the season, and with that ties Morgan Turner from last year's squad for the most goals in club history.
Cat Rap, Mariah Wynn, and Maya Hansen, to me, have been the trio to watch. They are just fantastic together. I feel like they are reading each other. They know what each other want. They want the ball in space or they want it at feet. They know where they are firing on all cylinders here.
Much like we saw the last time at TCO Stadium, Aurora scoring early. RKC with the giveaway off the throw in. Now here's Stone with it.
And the atmosphere getting excited already out here. The fans are really starting to pile in. You can hear the fans chanting Maya Hansen's name. It's such an exciting atmosphere here.
Coming into this evening, Minnesota were tied for 17th most goals scored in the USLW this season. Southern Soccer and PDX FC had also scored 9 entering today.
A lot of goals early on in this season from all across the country. It's been a really fun season to start off. Just teams coming right off the bat, and many of them in their inaugural season.
That ball deflected away, one back by Minnesota. Here's Hansen. Now we'll play it to Langdock, who joins the attack. That intercepted, wanted to cross that through the penalty area, and it's cleared out. Smart clearance by the defender. A giveaway by Langdock.
Hansen does such a good job of popping off the back line, finding gaps in between their midfield and back line to get the ball at her feet, lay it off to their midfields and midfield and really get an attack going.
This is Haley Johnson, the senior from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, struggling to send that ball forward, and finally does. A whistle comes in from the official, free kick given off the foul. The aforementioned Johnson, coming off an injury-shortened junior campaign at Milwaukee, had 8 goals last season, was a United Soccer Coach's first-team all-region pick last year. Stone wins that back for Minnesota. Wynn showing great quickness, carries it inside the box and had it taken away, but won back by Elizabeth Rapp. Advantage played here from the official. Wynn wants to cross and runs out of space. That rolls across the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Greta Harms.
Fun to see all 3 Rapp sisters out there on the field at the same time, each of them bringing their own unique skills.
Johnson was tied up. Stone able to win it back off the goal kick. Looking for the angle to cross. That deflected. No, does not deflect off the defender. Goal kick awarded. Greta Harms, the sophomore at Bryant and Stratton College, a junior college in Wisconsin, had a .707 save percentage last season. Harris was able to ride O'Regan off the ball, and Minnesota back on it.
Tiana Harris is so good at stepping up there with such confidence, winning the ball back, playing it to Morgan Stone. It turned in from winning the ball back into a quick possession here for Minnesota to turn and go forward again.
Langdock has it off the recycle. There's Del Moral. Finds Langdock. Can't corral that one in, and it is out off of Mackenzie Langdock. Another goal kick awarded for RKC Third Coast.
Mackenzie Langdock is now playing out onto the right side of the field today. Last week we saw her playing on the left side of the field, so you can really see the versatility of her trying to get forward there as well. Good combination play with Del Moral.
That was O'Regan, a long-distance chance, saw a poor ball off her line, and that goes back to a conversation we had with Nicole Lukic a week ago, talking about how Amanda Pourball, she's going to play high up, that high line, because of how good she is with her feet.
Yeah, she is definitely a confident keeper. You want to see that, especially as your back line, that you know you have somebody behind you who's willing to come off the line should you get beaten over the top. Gives you another layer of defense there. It is also encouraging because she allows you to have a little bit of relief when you have the ball.
Here's danger territory as Hansen has it inside the 6. It's still live, and clinical finish from Kat Rapp, her 3rd of the season.
And again, this goal started actually with the back line, keeping possession, and then moving the ball forward here. Again, just great play, attacking midfielders, Kat Rapp slicing across the ball there, being in the right place at the right time, a clinical finish on the ground, in a corner, no chance for the keeper. There was almost 3 players on the backside of the goal there, unmarked.
That's been an issue for RKC Third Coast. You go back to their first 3 matches of the season. Anytime a team builds from the back like we just saw Aurora do, it's almost as if RKC gets caught watching the ball, especially that back line. They really struggle defending that, and again, it comes back to bite them.
Well, one of the challenges you have when you are playing a really clinical, technical team like Minnesota Aurora is not to get pulled to one side of the field. You really have to be disciplined in your defense to say, we're going to space this out, we're going to make sure we have the backside covered, and we're going to be very aware of that and communicate through it. RKC definitely struggled with that, as you saw 3 players on the backside of the goal unmarked.
Hansen comes out of a crowd with it, and we'll play it to Rapp. We've seen goals from Hansen and Kat Rapp already, a 2-0 advantage as we just now get set to cross the 10-minute mark of this contest. Through the middle to Stone.
Morgan Stone did a great job to pop into that little gap there, get the ball, be the relief, and come out the other side.
Del Moral had Langdock on the overlap. Instead, back to the middle. Here's Stone with it. Miscommunication there between Langdock and Stone. Wayward ball finds its way out, and that will be a goal kick for Harms. Coming into this evening, RKC Third Coast, a -12 goal differential. That was the 6th worst in the USLW. That number is going to continue to grow. 2 early goals given up. Pass deflected away. A chance for RKC to counterattack. O'Regan with it, the Milwaukee Panther.
RKC seems to be struggling a little bit to connect passes. It's turning into like a 1v1 kind of situation all over the field rather than combination play like you are seeing from Minnesota Aurora.
Throw given on this near side. Klingbeil, the Bemidji State player, will toss it in. Immediately intercepted by Tiana Harris. Through the middle, here's Hansen now. Great ball out wide, a foot race if Wynn can get to it, and she cannot. Out for a throw.
Maya Hansen loves popping into those spaces. She's doing it all over the field, whether it's deep in their defensive half or almost up at halfway there, getting the ball, turning, looking behind her, and playing it out wide there, trying to hit Mariah Wynn.
Ball cleared forward for O'Regan. Got tangled up there with Morgan Stone, and Stone able to win the throw for Minnesota. Elizabeth Rapp will toss it in, the Oklahoma Sooner. Made 4 starts for OU last year. Turnover here in the defensive third for RKC. Del Moral tangled up, the advantage play. A short clearance.
A little cleaner on that pass from Del Moral, and that's for sure a goal. This is a great look.
Pressure still on from Aurora. Whipped into a dangerous area. That's Hansen. Hansen! The shot goes wide. And RKC Third Coast can breathe a sigh of relief.
I love the mindset from Maya Hansen there to try to bring it down. That's almost an impossible goal to score if you're trying to redirect with your head, but by bringing that down with her chest, really impressive, difficult to do, but that speaks to the level of player that she is.
Advantage played again. Here's Rapp. As a whistle comes in.
Another fantastic run there by Kat Rapp.
RKC with the throw on the far side. But again, Danny, we see that Aurora high press coming into play. It's something that this coaching staff has really preached this season for Minnesota.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to win the ball as high up the field as they can. That can create opportunities without them having to get creative and try to build out of the back, although they're very comfortable in doing that. This is something that they want to be able to score goals off of, is winning the ball high up the field.
Aurora will have the throw again from that far side. RKC coming off that 7-0 loss away against Chicago City. Outshot 26-7 in that contest.
And that is something Coach Lukic talked to us about, is anybody who can put up 7 goals against a team is definitely getting her attention. So Chicago City has definitely had some good results here. RKC, I think, is still trying to figure out who they are. How are they going to be able to perform at this kind of a level? What do they need to adjust to be able to do that? And they're definitely still trying to figure that out.
Here's Johnson with it. Now Johnson will play it out wide. Oh, a good challenge comes in from the defender. It looked like that was Wynn just able to disrupt that buildup. It'll be a poor ball goal kick upcoming.
That was a good job tracking by Mariah Wynn. Sometimes you don't always see those outside midfielders wanting to make that effort to get back, especially knowing how attacking-minded she is. So that's good to see. Speaks a lot to what Coach Lukic is wanting to see from her attacking players on defense still.
That ball guided back to poor ball, who sends it forward. Impressive effort there from Rapp, able to get that down with 3 red shirts, really suffocating her.
Yeah, she did a great job to bring that down. Great first touch. That's a really difficult first touch, especially with the spin on the ball that Amanda Pourbaugh had. I will say, good choice by Amanda Pourbaugh to get that out of there first time rather than trying to keep possession there.
Play back to Langdock on the overlap. Had Hansen just a step behind her, but Hansen wins it back. Back out wide to Langdock, wants to cross. Shot sent forward and parried away by Harms, and now the other shot goes sailing over the bar. 2 excellent looks.
Minnesota Aurora just looks like they are having so much fun in the attacking field there. You can see Eli Rapp there smiling, just loving to getting forward.
And one player slow to get up after the play. Aurora force another turnover. On the doorstep here is Minnesota. Rapp plays it out wide. Near that far flag for Wynn. Now here's Rapp. Whipped in. Hansen heads it wide of goal. Right idea, just couldn't get that finish down for Maya Hansen.
Could even see Mackenzie Langdock drifting forward, wanting to get involved in that on the backside of the field. It almost landed to her at her feet there if it had gone over the head.
That will roll past the touchline. RKC will have the throw. You see that high press again. These Aurora players really hounding RKC, forcing turnovers, and now played back to Harris.
The main role of that high forward defensively is really to force the defense to play one side or the other, and then the rest of the team behind you can adjust and know when the next ball goes, we can all press together. And Maya Hansen just does a fantastic job of saying, okay, we're forcing to the right or forcing to the left, and that allows players like Morgan Stone to adjust right behind her.
Langdock moving forward with it. Langdock in and put home. Maya Hansen completes the brace. A 3-goal first half for Aurora.
Watch the movement here of Maya Hansen. She almost pulls herself away before slicing into the goal. Kenzie Langdock does a great job. Good little move there. Great footwork. A wonderful ball on the ground across the face of the goal. And Maya Hansen finishing it off clinically in the back of the net. Couldn't write up a better goal.
That's 5 on the campaign for Maya Hansen. Make it consecutive matches with a brace now for the South Dakota State Jackrabbit. Sorry to see why Hansen led the Summit League in goals a season ago, as Harris comes up with the interception.
Yeah, Maya Hansen is such a fun player to watch. She's so dynamic, wants the ball at her feet. She's a great connecting player, and you can see she puts in the hard work defensively. Allows her team to win it back, and then becomes the player to turn around and go score.
Aurora moving forward with it. Here's Del Moral providing the width. Now back to Langdock. Minnesota really turning the screws early. That is a long distance chance from Morgan Stone.
Morgan Stone loves that shot. Anytime she's about that distance out, gets it on her right foot, she's going to want to shoot it. She has a great shot from that range.
Collision in the midfield as Stone still down. Langdock with it. Johnson trying to hold off the challenge there from Stone and guide it back to Klingbeil. You mentioned it a minute ago, Danny. This RKC team really struggling to connect multiple passes. Again, we see just can't put it together completely.
It's almost like the pace of Minnesota Aurora, both on offense and defense, is just a little bit faster than what RKC is able to adjust to. It's difficult to know what to do with the ball if you're having to think about it when you have pressure on your back, rather than knowing what to do with it before the ball gets to your feet. And I think that's something that RKC is struggling with. You can see right now that their team has backed up, given 20 yards well into their own defensive half. So they're really sitting back trying to minimize and compact defensively.
Hansen was trying to carve an opening there, and the whistle comes in. A free kick will be given to Minnesota as Hansen will take it just a step inside that far touchline. And look at it again. Low line drive cross into the box, cleared away by RKC. It was a short clearance, though. Hansen back on it. Hansen flings that in, and it goes off the side netting. Aurora really having whatever they want right now in those wide spaces.
That has been a huge focus for them. We've seen it in the past couple of games where they're trying to get to the end line in those flank areas. They're definitely exploiting that again in this game.
Wickers will track that ball down and guide it back to Pourball. With some shuffling in the 11, that's something Nicole Lukic talked about, the performance this year so far of Addie Wickers, saying that she feels like she's definitely up to the challenge to fill that hole tonight.
Yeah, Addie Wickers is such an impressive player. She's very versatile, which is why I think Coach Lukic had the confidence in putting her back there. So she is somebody who wants the ball still. She's somebody who the team obviously looks to for leadership, and that's something you want to see in the center back position.
There's Del Moral, plays it in. And a collision inside the box between Rami Rapp and it looked like Bree Klingbeil. But going back to Wickers, as we see a replay of the foul, she is a center back by trade. That's the position she plays collegiately.
Yeah, and so you know she's comfortable in that position for sure, but at this level, it is a little different. And I know Coach Lukic wanted to see her more with her foot on the ball, put her in an attacking position, be that connection between the back line and the attacking line. But given where they're at today, it seems like Addie Wickers was a good fit for today's role specifically. And with players like Paolo Ten still out and a couple of the other center back roles, Addie made a lot of sense.
That was Hannah Zastro trying to move it forward, ran out of space. It's a throw, quickly taken by RKC. Stone pushing things forward for Aurora. Now here's Rami Rapp. Finds Hansen. Langdock will take up residence out wide. Here's Del Moral. Good build-up here for Aurora. Langdock. Just nudged out past the end line. It will be a corner upcoming for Minnesota.
Phenomenal combination play throughout the field there for Minnesota Aurora. I think Maya Hansen started that off by getting it just, halfway through there, then going back for it and almost being the one to get on the end of that.
Wickers will take it from that far flag, the Utah native. In swinging and headed wide by Morgan Stone. Good delivery on that set piece from Addie Wickers.
Morgan Stone is definitely their target player on these corner kicks. You can see they're trying to find her every time that they have a corner kick so far.
9 appearances for Stone last year, 5 goals. A turnover here from RKC. Down goes Kat Rapp. Just rolled up on the ball. Block shot, Karams to win. Whipped in. And Langdock will pick up the pieces. Ground cross, dangerous area, and the shot wide of the far post. A flurry of offensive chances early for Minnesota.
Langdock is doing such a great job of getting to the end line and cutting the ball back across the 18. Such a dangerous ball. It almost puts the defenders in a position to score an own goal as well. So it's a really, really difficult ball to defend and looks great for the attackers to get on the end of it.
Wynn comes up with this one. The shot off the woodwork and out. Greta Harms thanking her best friend, the crossbar there. She didn't know about this one, Danny.
Great flick on there. Mariah just reading it. Great shot. If she puts that low in a corner, it's a goal every time.
RKC trying to build something here, and Stone impedes the progress of Molly O'Regan. Nice little one-touch pass there from Haley Johnson, but looked like Klingbeil out wide. That was just a step too slow to it. Minnesota back on it. Langdock plays it through to Stone in the middle.
Morgan Stone doing such a great job of getting the ball at her feet, being that connecting player, even if it is to just play back to the center back there.
Cat Rapp will give it up. Now forward to Rami Rapp, finds Cat Rapp again. Ahead to Hansen. A promising build-up here for Aurora. Hansen will corral that in.
So much composure from this Minnesota Aurora team. There was just no sense of even feeling under pressure there.
It was Molly Pekala who cleared that out. A smart decision to just dump it out of play.
Really difficult for RKC even to get forward. They don't have any players holding high on Minnesota Aurora's back line. They're really just on their own out there trying to connect a pass and trying to find a way out still.
Looking for Paige Baird forward. Now Johnson will come up with it. Fighting off a challenge there was Baker. RKC still with it. That's an excellent defensive stand there from Mariah Wynn.
RKC did try to go from one side of the field, from the left side of the field, switch it to the right side of the field there, but it actually took them about 3 or 4 passes and even some extra touches in there that were pretty unnecessary. If they're able to speed up that play, I think they'll have a little bit more success in being able to go from one side of the field to the other, catch Minnesota Aurora a little bit more off guard.
A little too much weight behind that pass from Poorbaugh out. And a throw taken by RKC. Third Coast will have another throw. Johnson did a solid job of tight roping that near touch line. Now Third Coast will try to build from the back themselves. We have just crossed the half-hour mark played. A bright start for Minnesota. 3 goals already. A brace from Maya Hansen. Here's Wynn with it for Minnesota.
RKC is trying to settle in a little bit more. They are trying to play and connect passes a little bit more here.
Here's Hansen. Flat out outruns the defender. Hansen cutting in, and she tallies her 3rd of the match. A 4-0 lead for Minnesota.
And this is Maya Hansen at her finest. Turning, getting the ball, taking a player on. She had no other thoughts in her mind besides, I am going to score this goal.
An incredible individual effort for Hansen, just outrunning that back.
Oh, what a fantastic finish as well. A little inside of the foot there, bent into the bottom corner of the goal. She had her eyes set on that, and there was no messing it.
Make it 3 consecutive matches that Minnesota have scored 4 or more goals.
We're taking a water break here. The field is extremely hot today. I think it got up to 88 degrees, which means the middle of the pitch is going to be an additional 10 to 15 degrees, really. It is a hot one out there, so these girls need it.
I think impressive, I should say, what speaks to how impressive this offensive attack has been for Minnesota. They had 3 matches last year scoring 4 or more goals in the entirety of the season. Already in their first 3 matches, they've scored 4 or more goals. 0 of those such matches came through the first 3 matches of last year. So going back to what we talked about in our open, they've found a way to one-up themselves. As good as they were last year, they look even better this year.
Yeah, they're definitely having a lot of fun this year, you can tell. I think that Coach Lukic is wanting them to score as many goals as we can. We've talked about that before. That is something she is going for. She understands that you might give up some goals in that, but if you score more than the other team, you're going to win. And I think that's the mentality that she wants to go for this year. And these women have stepped out and performed exactly to her strategy. Their first half showings have been just fantastic. They've obviously have an attacking mindset straight from the get-go. And you can see it in this game here where they're just having so much fun in the attack. They're all wanting to get involved.
I thought Maya Hansen had a fantastic quote following that win over the Dutch Lions last week. She said, starting games as strong as we can is huge. We're catching teams on their heels as much as we can. We've emphasized picking our moment about when to go forward. You're seeing that play out in real time tonight.
Absolutely. You also are seeing them picking their moments to defend high up the field and where to force that defensive player so that they can win it and immediately go to goal. And that's been a really fun thing for us to see in comparison, or I should say in contrast to last year.
Just a moment ago, saw a shot of John Burke, first-year head coach for RKC Third Coast. If you're Burke, what are you saying in that huddle to make sure your team is staying involved despite the large deficit early?
Just to keep trying. I think that you can see them trying to compact the field, trying to minimize the amount of space that Minnesota Aurora has to play in their attacking third. So I think if I were the coach, I'd be saying we need to keep this as compact as possible. We need to wear them down. We need to have players that, maybe one player that's holding high that can be our relief player, but we really want to keep this tight and clean in the back.
In the spirit of Ted Lasso coming to an end last night, I think also believe, right? You have to believe you can do it.
Absolutely. Shout out to Ted Lasso. Yes, you do. You have to believe, and I think this is something that they're going to have to come into their own. It is their inaugural season, so that's not something that they have a lot of foundation to fall back on yet. Having said that, it is going to be a challenge for them to try to continue to pull themselves out of these large deficits and keep the morale and spirit high.
Slow roller forward finds the foot of Del Moral. Langdock. Low ground cross, cut out there by the defender. Back to Stone. Del Moral again has a chance, and that finds its way through. A phenomenal finish to make it 5-0.
Again, great movement there up the right side of the field. Mackenzie Langdock getting to the end line, which is really creating this opportunity from the beginning. Pops out to Del Moral. She has a wonderful finish with her left foot. You can see the in-swinger here, a little bit at the inside of the foot. The ball spinning there. Just a really, really difficult ball for the goalie to try to save. Even if she gets her hands on it, that spin is actually spinning into the goal still. So, you know, that's a great shot by Del Moral.
An incredible finish to make it 5-0 from Ariana Del Moral. 10 appearances for Aurora last season, had a goal and an assist. Now opens her account in a phenomenal way in 2023. A change has been made for RKC Third Coast. Eliana Toscano has come out. Looked like a little knock there for Toscano. Sophia King will come in. King currently still in high school, but is signed to Milwaukee. Actually played in the Bavarian United Academy prior to joining RKC Third Coast. Harris, that pass intercepted through the midfield. It was Johnson with the takeaway. Wants to play her teammate through in O'Regan, and Harris cuts off her path to the ball.
Difficult ball there by Tiana Harris, trying to play into the midfield. There was a little bit of pressure there. I think they're getting a little comfortable, and this is something that Coach Lukic wants to see them minimize. In a tougher game, somebody's going to punish you for that. So you want to see them tighten that up, keep that really precise passing going for a full 90 minutes here.
That is something that Lukic talked about with us earlier this week, about playing in blowouts like they have. 5-0, 4-0, now 5-0 again so far, as here's Wynn wanting to cross. That leaks through. Del Moral on the doorstep, couldn't finish it. Langdock will clean up the mess right at the hands of the keeper, Rami Rapp. A straightaway save from Harms.
I think that might have been Cat Wrap, actually. And, oh no, you're right. It was Remy Wrap. And great strike there. If she could keep that far post low on the ground, I just don't think she got enough of the ball there. But it was a great run, great movement by her.
Wickers will carry it forward. But going back to what I was saying, Lukic talking about playing in blowouts, she said playing in tighter games forces you to clean things up. So they have to be creative about how they hold themselves to that standard. Here's Wynn. A short clearance.
Yeah, it's difficult to be able to hone in on the really important details that seem to make a really big difference in games that are a lot tighter, because you have to be that much more precise about what you're doing, your decision making, your passing, and being able to perform under pressure, make quicker decisions, things like that.
Hansen with it on the corner of the box. And she'll have a go of it. That goes sailing over the crossbar. She did say that is one of the reasons why they expanded the roster. They brought in the players that they did, help create that competition internally. So even if the final score line is somewhat inflated, in their training sessions, they're still keeping it competitive.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of these players are looking to get. This season is not just about game performances, it's also about performing in training and performing really well in training. And I think Coach Lukic is putting a huge emphasis on these women are training at the highest level day in and day out. So come those challenging games, they know what to expect, they know what their teammates want and need from each other, and are ready to perform come game day as well.
Langdock steps in front, interception, and given back away to RKC. Stone played into space over to Wynn on the far side. Aurora have just been moving in packs in this first half. Wynn tries to fight off a challenge, and they'll say foul against Mariah Wynn. She and Sophia King really going at it, and you see there just the fistful of shirt there from Mariah Wynn.
I like the mindset to get around at by all means necessary.
Harris and Johnson get tied up, and Harris comes up with it. Johnson was looking for the foul. Instead, it's an opportunity to counterattack for Minnesota. Into the middle to Stone. Now here's Wynn. One-touch pass. Oh, backheel to Wynn. Was looking for goal and just couldn't get it right on frame.
Once again, Maya Hansen so dynamic. That through run going across the defense there, laying the ball off one touch. Nobody's able to read that. Just a fantastic job by her.
Wickers was there to pick up the pieces for Aurora. Now Langdock forward to Del Moral. Quick give to Rapp. Rapp with space to move through the middle. Ahead to Del Moral. And just at the last moment, a good recovery there by the defender. That was Hannah Zastro able to clear it out. And it does concede a corner for Minnesota. It is worth noting RKC Third Coast only traveling 14 players this evening, which means with the injury to Toscano, only 2 substitutes available at the moment. Wickers sends this ball in. Harris first to it, and Harms read it all the way.
Yeah, and they probably did have to carry an extra one of those subs being a goalie. So really you only have one sub to go off of there. Makes it really difficult to have any sort of depth and make changes that might be necessary at halftime.
Rapp will work it around over to Stone. Langdon cuts back through into the middle. Here's Stone, all alone. Stone sends the shot forward. Are you serious? Morgan Stone top bins.
Morgan Stone right in that sweet spot on her right foot. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time before she gets one of those bangers for herself. Fantastic goal here. Lovely setup right on her right foot. The keeper didn't even have time to put out her hand there.
They invited Stone to shoot, and shoot she did. 6-0 the lead in the first half. The most goals scored in a single match so far in Aurora history.
It's been a fun first half. I think the girls are loving it. What was really fun for me to see, it's hard to watch with the camera zoomed in, but you can see the players on Minnesota Aurora are getting so creative with where they're playing on the field. Tiana Harris was almost pulled out of position there. Kenzie Langdock was forward. Ariana Del Moral was back. Everybody was kind of going in different directions, which just speaks to the amount of creativity and comfort they have with each other to say, if I go forward, I know somebody else is falling in behind.
Hansen back on the ball, now Rapp with it. It took 6 matches last year for Aurora to net their 15th goal of the year. It's only taken 3, not even 3 full matches, 2 and essentially a half. Here's Wynn slicing toward goal. They want more. Hansen tried to guide it that way and instead guides it wide. Hansen turned away there. It will be a corner upcoming here and stoppage time for Minnesota.
RKC is really having a hard time playing out of back, even as a clearance.
Aurora short the corner. Rapp can't hang on to it, and it's deflected out by Third Coast. Another corner upcoming. Rickers hangs this high. Stone got her head to it first, and it rolls wide of the net. That will be a goal kick upcoming for Greta Harms.
If I were RKC at this point, I'd be wanting to wear down the clock, get to halftime as quick as possible, try to get the ball up the field, take some pressure off, get our legs underneath us again, and then, come into halftime knowing we can get ourselves organized again.
In each of their first 3 matches of the year, as that ball intercepted by Third Coast, RKC have changed keepers at the half in each of the first 3. Judith Dobrinska did travel with RKC. It'll be interesting to see if they make that change in net. Meanwhile, the halftime whistle has sounded from Ryan Farrell. 6-0, the advantage for Aurora at the break. Already 3 goals from Maya Hansen, doubling her season total in 45 minutes. We will head to break here on Fox 9 Plus. The halftime report upcoming.
Aurora fans, you're watching the Fox 9 Plus halftime report.
Well, welcome and thanks so much for watching. It's now halftime of the Aurora's third game now, trying to stay perfect on the season. So far, they're doing pretty good. They're leading here at the half in the border battle against RKC Soccer Club.
Let's get right back out to TCO Performance Center with Pierre Nugent and Jennifer McDermott. And it's another strong showing for Aurora fans out there in Eagan tonight.
Yeah, Tim and BC certainly is a great crowd on hand here at TCO Performance Center, and they have been treated to a stellar first half by Minnesota Aurora. They leaded 6-0 at the end of the first half. We will talk more about that game in just a minute, but first, I want to bring Jennifer McDermott in here. And Jennifer, we're looking at the weather. There's some ominous clouds behind us here in Eagan. You have an update for us on the weather.
So right now we do have some storms that are surrounding the metro, mainly over towards the west of the metro, but at this viewpoint, this is to the east of the metro. And these thunderstorms are very weak. They're not severe at the moment, but they are producing a little bit of lightning. So it's something we're going to be watching, especially as we head into the second half of this game for rain delays, perhaps lightning delays even. So we do have that little chance of maybe a stray weak thunderstorm finding itself over TCO. But otherwise, it turned out to be a really pleasant evening. It was really hot and humid earlier, but with the clouds moving in, the winds picking up, it's a little more bearable to be outside. And I still have my fancy new hat on. Yes,
yeah,
I do.
Sure you do.
Yes, the first 500 fans tonight got these cool bucket hats, and that's why I have my hat on. Pierre has one too. He's just not wearing it.
Well, as I mentioned in our 5 o'clock broadcast, I just had my hair cut that Fox 9, spend a ridiculous amount of money on, so you can't ruin it on the first day.
Diva.
So, well, meanwhile, though, on the field, like we mentioned, Minnesota Aurora just coming out firing on all cylinders in this game, and really Maya Hansen has just been the straw that stirs the drink here for Minnesota Aurora. She has scored in each and every one of the matches played thus far for Minnesota Aurora, and not only has she scored again tonight, but Jennifer, she has 3 goals in the first half already, bringing her season total up to 6 goals in 3 games. That is just an absurd pace by Maya Hansen, who really has led Minnesota Aurora so far early on in the season. Again, it is 6-0 at the half. We will have an update on this game tonight at 9 o'clock on Fox 9. Looking pretty good right now for Minnesota Aurora. Looking pretty good for Jennifer's bucket hat as well. I mean, maybe you'll snag another one before the time's done.
And if I heard correctly earlier, or right before we came out to the halftime, in the first 3 games, they've only played 3 games this season so far, and in total they've scored 15 points. So this team isn't just winning, they're entertaining.
Absolutely.
They are fascinating to watch. They're really strong, really fast, fantastic athletes out here. And yeah, it's a really nice night to get out here. Oh, and I should mention that in the first 3 games, I don't think they've had any goals on them.
They have not been scored on so far in 2.5 games so far.
Games,
yeah, at this point,
sorry.
15 goals. But 15 goals, when you think about it, 15 goals in 5 halves of play is just a torrid pace for Minnesota Aurora. And we still have another 45 minutes left to play. Second half action coming your way on the other side of the break here on Fox 9 Plus. For right now, for Jennifer McDermott, I'm Pierre Nugent. Again, 6-0 Aurora lead at the half. Tim, BC. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Oh, sounds like so much fun out there. If you're a fan of soccer, especially a fan of the Aurora, this has been a great game so far. We've got more ahead on your Aurora halftime report, including an introduction to another new member of the team.
Don Mitchell chats with midfielder Sophie French when we return.
Schmill's
Aurora fans, you're watching the Fox 9 Plus halftime report.
Oh, this has been so much fun tonight. Look at everyone out there tonight, and they're seeing a great game so far. Of course, Aurora up 6-0 at the moment, and the fans are getting ready to get back into action out there. But we still have another 5 minutes before they kick off the second half. There are so many new faces on the team this year that they come with some great soccer experience too.
Don Mitchell introduces us to Sophie French, who knows a lot about soccer, but is now learning all she can about Minnesota as well.
Oh my goodness, I've heard humidity is intense here. In Oregon, it's very crisp, like clean, clear. And here it's really humid, and then I've also heard horror stories about the mosquitoes that are like that big.
Sophie French is ready for anything a Minnesota summer has to offer.
I've got my bug spray. That was part of my little care package my twin sister gave me before I left. She was like, here's some bug spray, take that with you.
And nothing, not even mosquitoes, will keep Sophie from diving full force into the Minnesota Aurora community.
And the thing that really stuck out to me about Minnesota was just the community-oriented build, the community-oriented team, coaches, facility, everything. So I think that sense of community was super important to me. But then I also really, really liked the empowering women, the involving pieces in the community to empower women into different roles and different spots. That really stuck out to me, and that really like just clicked with me. And I also just liked that Minnesota was creating a space for women soccer players to grow and for the women's game to grow as well.
Sophie's twin sister Lily has great advice for bug spray, but also soccer. Family plays a huge role in who Sophie is today.
I have an older brother, 2 years older, and so obviously whatever he did, I wanted to do, but I also had a twin sister, and so it was me and her always like trying to compete with each other. And at first we were super nervous to like go out for the soccer team, but then once I saw her doing it, I was like, oh, I got to do that too. So it's always been me and her like trying to one up each other, being competitive. But no, she's the best. She's like been my lifelong training partner. Always competitive, but always fun.
Same positions, different positions?
Different positions. Okay, different positions. So we would play on the opposite sides when we were on the same team, and then we'd like run up, cross it, she would score, or the other way around. Or when we played each other, we would be on the same side. Like she'd be a forward and I'd be a defender, and we'd go head to head, which was always like really fun because I love to like be scrappy and kind of tug at her and get on her nerves. But then I'm also like, if she wins the ball, I was like, go Lily, go. I was like, oh wait, not my team. Like, don't cheer for her.
While her siblings helped sharpen her competitive juices at an early age, Sophie had the hunger for soccer on her own since she was 10 years old. And you can thank David Beckham for that.
You know that movie, Bend It Like Beckham?
Yeah.
That might have been the little inspo, the little click where I was like, this is a goal that is attainable, and this is something I can, even from a young age, it's something I can do, something I would like to do. I want to be like that. I want to go play college sports. I want to dedicate my day to recovery, nutrition, being ready in everything I do to prepare for that practice the next day.
And that she did. Starting at the University of Idaho, she transferred to Cal State Fullerton and then again to the University of Portland. After college, Sophie played for the Portland Thorns FC of the NWSL. Now she's here in Minnesota and happy to tell young players to always keep chasing their dreams no matter where they take you.
Just because college soccer is over doesn't mean, and maybe I didn't have looks right away, doesn't mean my journey's over. Everyone's journey is different, and that's kind of what I've been learning from meeting all the new girls here, is that everyone's journey is different. Everyone has their own path, and as long as you're doing what you love, like, why would you stop?
As you can imagine, there's no stopping Sophie. Next up, aiming to win a championship with Minnesota Aurora and reward those amazing fans in the process.
You can't find that anywhere else, like especially with this level of soccer, competitive, it's fun, and we have a great following. I don't know, to me that's like, you're checking all the boxes, right? I don't know, it's amazing what they've done here and created.
Yeah, and it's amazing what this team has done out there tonight. Oh, Sophie, all the other gals, they've just been a machine out there. 6-0 so far.
They are on fire.
I know. So much fun. Thanks for watching this Fox 9 Plus halftime report.
Let's get you back out to Eagan for the second half. Yay.
TCO Stadium. A 6-0 lead through 45 minutes of play for Aurora over RKC Third Coast. Along with Danny Fox-Young, I'm Jake Griffin. Some first half highlights to show you. Danny, a lot of action in the opening 45 minutes.
So much fun soccer had been played by Minnesota Aurora in that first half. All attacking mindset, players crisscrossing, cutting across the field, scoring goals, getting to the end line. Just a ton of fun to watch. You could tell that the players were also having fun.
Nicole Lukic said it to us earlier this week. It was a good first week. We had a lot of fun. That has carried over into week number 2 for Aurora. Tied for the most goals scored in a single half in the USLW this season with 2 other teams. A couple of changes to make you aware of as we're underway in the second half. Taylor Kane, just saw her on your screen, has been brought on in place of Amanda Pourball. Hannah Adler, Vienna Banky, Lydia Rupert, Kylie Olson, Sophie French, and Caitlin McBean, the other changes for Aurora in the second 45.
Coach Lukic using all 7 of her subs right off the bat here. So you can see she's really wanting to give some players some extra minutes, trying to shift some things around, see how players can do in this second half. Probably also try to keep that mindset going.
Over the top here, Aurora crashing in. A good job there by Harms, able to hug the far post and cut out that opportunity. Again, though, on the front foot, right out of the gates are the Aurora.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not letting down. I'm sure at halftime, Coach Lukic had a lot to say about this second half performance being even more critical than the first half performance, because this has been a rough patch for them in the last 2 games. They have struggled with the energy dropping a bit, trying to keep the pace up, trying to keep that attacking mentality going for a full 90 minutes. So I'm sure that that's something they talked about ad nauseum over half.
Out wide, here's Kylie Olson giving chase and running out of room across the end line. It was a nice job, though, by Adler to help set that up, slipped that ball forward. Nicole Lukic keyed in on Hannah Adler in our midweek conversation, saying that they're looking for her to be a second half leader in games like this coming off the bench.
Yeah, she specifically held Hannah out of the starting lineup because she needed somebody who was that leader voice, that person that was going to connect all the both defense and attacking right to left side of the field. She wanted somebody to come in, keep that energy level up, and be that player that everybody can lean on in those moments.
And that was Adler, ridden to the ground there by Sophia King. Hannah Adler, such an impressive resume. 68 career points in 81 collegiate matches. Played 2016 to 2019 at Denver, spent last year with Racine Louisville. Adler just wide of that near post, banks off the side netting.
I like to see that she went for that herself, maybe trying to to catch Harms off guard there, slip it into the near post.
Banky plays it forward, was looking for Adler, a little too much weight behind that. Interestingly enough, Aurora are the team to make the goalkeeper change, not RKC Third Coast, sort of bucking that trend that they've had through the first 3 matches. Dobrinska, as we mentioned just before the half, did travel with this team, but Harms staying in for the moment. Now here are the Aurora, cutting in again and cleared away by the defender.
As we did say in the first half, RKC does not have that much depth just available to them, so hard to say what the mentality is there by Coach Burke, but
headed back forward to French. Ball still alive inside the penalty area. French slips it in short side on Harms, adding to the total 7-0.
Lovely finish there. Off the throw-in, she kept it low, near post. Really difficult ball for Harms to get down to. A ball on the ground is almost the hardest for a goalie to save because they have to go down so far. Anything at hand height is fairly easy. You can see what a great first touch there by Sophie. A touch step strike, slipped it into the near post. Great strike there. The lights just flipped on at the stadium here as well. Might have heard the fans get excited there for a second just before the goal.
French picks up her first tally of 2023. RKC Third Coast will have the throw far side. French, another player with such an interesting resume, played last year for the Portland Thorns as a national team replacement player. Prior to that, played collegiately at CSU Fullerton, Idaho, ultimately graduated from Portland, class of 2021.
Yeah, she's a really interesting player to watch. She brings a lot of work ethic. She's somebody, to me, that is a workhorse. You know you can rely on her to do the dirty work, to get forward and do the work to get back as well. She's just a very reliable player, and I think Coach Lukic sees that in her.
And we've had our first card brandished by our official, Ryan Farrell. It looked as though Caitlin McBean, the player going into the book, and a free kick given here for RKC. Angling in toward Taylor Kane and headed away. That will win a corner kick, first of the match for Third Coast.
Good ball in there, making it really difficult on the Minnesota Aurora defensive line there. Heading it out was the best that they could do.
Out-swinging ball off the corner. And it trickles through over to the far side. That is where O'Regan takes up residence and has it taken away. Strong challenge there from Harris.
Great tackle there by Tiana Harris, really jump-starting the attack, getting them out of their defensive half and into their attacking third within a matter of touches.
Elizabeth Rapp gave it up to Stone. Now back forward to Adler. Out wide to Rupert. Rupert wants to cross. Had a player on the doorstep. That was a heads-up clearance there from the defender. Hannah Zastro, a heads-up play.
Great job there by Rupert to try to get as close to the end line as she could before getting that cross off.
Wickers will send this ball in from the near flag. Cleared away by Third Coast. Not many bodies there in the box. Defender could have flubbed her lines and did not. That will take the pressure off.
A little bit of a messy clear there, but they were doing the best they could.
Played back to Stone. Stone swings it forward to Rupert on this near side. Rupert wants to play Banky through. Again cleared away. This time it was Alexis Baker stepping up and guiding that out.
That's the big difference with Rupert there and Mariah Wynn out on the left side. Mariah Wynn wants to get to the end line as much and often as she can. Rupert holding out a little bit higher there.
Another corner upcoming from this near flag. In swinging from Wickers and punched home by Tiana Harris.
Another center back goal here for Minnesota Aurora on the heels of Kennedy Faulkner's goal last game. What a great ball in there, just over the head of Harms. Tiana Harris in the right place at the right time, getting a foot on it. Simple finish.
Harms tried her hardest, had that palm outstretched, and a well-placed delivery on the service.
It's difficult for a keeper to read that ball because, especially at night games like this with the lights, the ball can tend to get lost in the lights there. So really good ball on Minnesota Aurora's part makes it really difficult for Harms.
Only 9 minutes elapsed in this second half. Aurora have already added 2 goals to their total.
So far, the energy of Minnesota Aurora in this second half has not dropped one bit.
Adler runs the defender off the ball. Rupert will win it back. Now here's Adler. McBean, and scooped up by Greta Harms. McBean tried her best, just couldn't get enough on that.
She did a great job of popping in between the defensive and a midfield line there, getting the ball at her feet. Wonderful turn in between 3 players there. I think she could have taken a few more touches before getting that shot off.
Adler off the woodwork and in. Hannah Adler.
And there's that leader coming back through, leading this team, getting a goal for herself. Ball on her right foot. Lovely strike from outside. You'll see here, wanting the ball there, turning, just touch, step, strike up in the upper 90. Lovely, lovely finish.
Only 2 other teams have scored 9 or more goals in a match this season. One of those being United PDX, a 10-1 victory earlier this year against PDX FC. Patuxent FC, a 9-0 victory over Christos FC. And now Aurora, 9-0 over RKC Third Coast.
And we still have a number of minutes to play here.
French with it. Able to find a teammate forward. That's solid defending from Betker, able to just step in front and rip it away from Kylie Olsen.
Great try there by Olsen. I liked the idea. She almost tried to get a touch there and beat the defender around the other side. If she would have gotten that clean, it would have been a really impressive move.
Third Coast with the throw far side. French will guide it out. The full-time whistle has sounded about 60 miles up the road from Eagan in Rochester, Minnesota. A 2-0 victory for the Green Bay Glory over Rochester FC. Green Bay, one of the last teams to open 2023, and they've now done it with consecutive victories. Now 6 points in the Heartland Division table.
Yeah, everybody's kind of wondering what we're going to see from Green Bay this year, and because they have had such a late start, it has been interesting to see how they've come out, and exciting to see because they have had a good start. So it's going to be a fun game when Minnesota does get to play Green Bay again.
Green Bay Glory, RKC Third Coast's upcoming opponent in their next match. Meanwhile, just sailing wide. Green Bay, though, going back to it, opened their season a 2-1 victory over Bavarian United. That took a couple people by surprise, considering the strong start Bavarian had turned in.
Green Bay, though, is such a solid team. They have had a season under their belt, so they know what to expect at this kind of level. There is a bit of maturity that comes with just being able to play and having like a little bit of tenure in this league, because okay, we went down a goal, maybe we went down 2, but we can come back. Certainly, we still feel strong in that. So, Green Bay, I think, had a hand up there.
We will have a change made for RKC Third Coast. It is Judith Dobrinska, the UW Whitewater keeper, will sub on in favor of Greta Harms. Dobrinska, a .333 goals against average this season. Has played 135 minutes.
Harms had a really difficult challenge in front of her there. Even if she had a lights-out game, Minnesota Aurora just has had so many opportunities to go forward and get shots on goal that it's, there's only so much you can do as a goalie.
Rupert outrunning the defender. Now plenty of space to move in the middle. Leaves it off for McBean. McBean tangled up, and it's poked past the end line. That will be a goal kick awarded. McBean the last to touch it.
Great run there by McBean to clear out the space. A little rolling run. She kind of is like a button hook out of the way for Rupert to keep going forward. McBean then getting the ball back again.
Rapp wins it back. Here's Rupert. Had it poked away. Now Sophia King on it.
Minnesota Aurora is doing a really good job of keeping that press high even in this second half.
Nudged forward by King. Now this is a promising build-up and taken down by Harris.
I think that maybe was a foul there. Difficult. Good choice by Tiana Harris to make that tackle early on outside of the box. I think maybe it was a foul, but the referee thought differently.
And now a third coast player will go into the book. That is Sophia King, after she was tangled up with Hannah Adler. One player we have not seen suit up for Aurora yet is Paola 10, the native of the Dominican Republic. That is because, as we take a look at the foul here,
just taking her legs out from under her there. Definitely a foul.
And I say, seems like pretty straightforward officiating, as Aurora looking for the angle to cross. But as we were saying, Paola 10, one reason we have not seen her suit up yet for Aurora is that she is competing with the Dominican Republic U20 team at the CONCACAF U20 qualifiers, one of 18 USLW players to do so.
That's correct. It is exciting to see these players perform at that level.
Adler's cross was deflected away. Now French with it. French tries the shot, and it goes wide. The Dominican Republic, though, and the United States both tied with 5 each for the most USLW players on their U20 qualifying squads.
Yeah, it's been really impressive to see the level of players coming out from their international teams to play in the USLW League. It's really exciting for the future of the league, number one. But number two, it's also fun to see these women play in that kind of a setting on an international stage. I'm sure in the upcoming World Cups we'll be able to see some of these players as well, which is just really exciting. Obviously they are under 20s, but they have a bright future ahead of them.
That cross cut out. The shot played forward, and it finds its way through. Dobrinska lunged for it, and it was Caitlin McBean. 10-0 in favor of Aurora.
It was almost like Dobrinska didn't have her feet set yet. That ball was a little bit of a slow roller on the ground. Having said that, it was perfectly placed in the back corner. Difficult, again, to get down on the ground to. That is the most challenging area for a goalie, to get down to the ground and make a save. You almost have to step and push off in a different way than you do if you're trying to make a save at hand height.
Minnesota joins United PDX as the only two teams to cross double figures in a single match. 10-0. Wicker's able to run that down, and that does win the throw for Minnesota.
Great job by RKC to keep the pressure up there. That's a great choice to play it out for a throw-in deep in their half. It's inviting pressure on them rather than going out for a throw-in. So great job defending there.
Ryan Farrell, our main official, having a quick word with Riley Swinson. Meanwhile, near the middle of the pitch, it looks as though a bird
Poor bird found its way out onto the pitch. We got a savior coming in to take the bird off to safety.
Fans chanting "Save the bird," and it looks like the Aurora game day staff have done that. That ball sailing in as Taylor Kane lunging for it, but out for a goal kick.
Taylor Kane really had to know where her post was there to let the ball run, so she did a great job of reading it. Kind of risky there. You almost want to be super confident before you let that ball go over your head at all.
Aurora back on it now. French has it far side. We'll play it through to McBean. Try to lob one through the middle. Defender whiffed on that clearance, and fortunately there to clean up the mess. That was Sophia King.
Great job there by McBean to pop into that hole once again, get the ball at her feet. A few too many touches there in her trying to turn. The RKC defender just kind of took that right out from under her feet, but Aurora was up there pressuring so high still. They won it back early.
Stone tries from distance again, that time high on the chance, and it sails over the bar.
Once again, right in her favorite range there. A little bit on her left foot, though, not her favorite foot. So a little bit uncomfortable there for her, but you see she's still trying.
Rapp able to poke that ball away from Johnson. Now tight ropes the near touch line. Here's Stone. Rupert now.
You love to see the movement here of the attacking 5-6 Minnesota Aurora players here, where they're all slicing in and out. This is something Nicole Lukic definitely wanted them to continue to do in this second half.
Beautiful ball in, headed away from goal. That was McBean who got to it first again on the free header, just couldn't place it on frame.
And that all starts with their movement earlier on. You saw them connect maybe 15 passes there before actually getting that cross in. It allows them to move the RKC defenders all out of position.
Aurora back on the front foot. McBean searching for another. That goes wide of the near post, inches wide.
Trying to put it low to that back far post. Great strike there. It was a great try. Minnesota Aurora once again pressing so high up the field, making it so difficult that RKC outside back there had 3-4 players around her, had nobody to pass to.
McBean tries again, and that time Dobrinska able to slam the door shut on the near side.
McBean seems to really be wanting to get another goal for herself.
Another tally for Aurora. That would be the most goals scored in a match across the league this year.
That's one of the first times we've seen RKC actually punt out of the back, which does relieve some pressure. I'm actually surprised to see how much they've been trying to play out of the back rather than just getting it up the field and getting their players forward.
Adler couldn't wrangle that ball in. A throw given to RKC third coast. And promptly intercepted there by French. Stone takes a step in, now plays it forward to Adler. That ball just out of the reach of Banky. Again, though, you see RKC struggling to clear the lines there, and it results in this ball in a good spot for Aurora.
There's just so many gaps between the different lines of RKC. Their center backs are holding pretty far back. Their outside back is getting drawn up near Lydia Rupert, near Sophie French, and that's leaving a lot of gaps in behind them. And then McBean is popping into the gap just in front of the center backs. It's just making it really hard for them to keep up with Minnesota Aurora.
That ball crossed in. Adler, far post, saved by Dobrinska. McBean, that shot blocked. It's still live inside the 18. Played in the middle to Banky. Now here's Wickers. Wickers will try a shot, and that goes sailing high.
Really exciting play there by so many Minnesota Aurora players. Even though they had multiple shots on goal there, the composure by Sophie French to bring the ball down, turn around, pass it back. Addie Wickers stepped up to take a shot there, but I think they had a lot more composure than that shot resulted in.
Again, hounded from behind and now hounded into a turnover. It's Elizabeth Rapp stepping in front. Now here's Banky wanting to cross. Defender able to close that gap off, and it's cleared out for an Aurora throw.
Banky trying to get down to the end line there. Such a strength for this squad.
Banky, that just inches high.
She really got a hold of that one. That were a little lower, I think that was going in.
Right to the feet of Elizabeth Rapp. That's ill place for a turnover in your own defensive third. Now Stone plays it forward to Adler. Rupert. Now Banky back out to Olsen. Olsen! They are going for it. RKC essentially inviting Minnesota to shoot from anywhere on the pitch, and the Aurora are happy to oblige.
Yeah, Aurora is playing through their lines so well. RKC is trying to compact that really right on top of the box, so it's allowing Aurora to lay the ball back and get these outside shots in pretty easily.
Third Coast losing ground again. This time it's O'Regan with it.
I'm really surprised by RKC's willingness and dedication to playing out of the back when I think it is inviting a lot of pressure. If I were RKC, I would want to relieve some of that with some more long balls than they are, but that must be a strategy by Coach Burke that, quite frankly, I'm not sure I agree with.
Handful of players clattering into each other there. Banky got the worst of it, and that wins the free kick for Aurora. A chance now to look at the Larkin-Hoffman rules of the game. Danny, what did the defender do wrong in that situation?
It was just a little slow on the act there. Kind of tried to get her body in between. I think it was actually probably the two players coming together, cutting off Minnesota Aurora there.
Hanging in, and Dobrinska just gets a hand on that. It was marked for goal.
I think RKC is just a step behind a lot of these Minnesota Aurora players, trying to do whatever they can to slow the ball down.
Quick corner taken near side as Rapp will curl it in. Back post. Harris is there, still free. Adler off the bar.
Little juggling sequence there before getting that final header.
Adler just unmarked inside the box, a free header. As a coach, that has to be frustrating to see a defensive lapse like that.
Well, it's really hard defensively, especially that was almost the third, fourth ball. It's hard enough on the first and second ball to keep track your man. The players just moving so much. So by the third, fourth ball there, it's oftentimes that players are getting caught ball watching, maybe getting dragged to the ball, trying to do what they can, and that leaves a lot of players open, sort of on the opposite side of the goal or the field.
Third Coast changing the angle of the attack, now near side. As Klingbeil has to flick one ahead, and it was deflected by Wickers.
Good ball there, though, by Klingbeil to try to get in behind them. That's one of the first times we've seen a run coming from middle of the field to outside, and Klingbeil trying to hit in behind Minnesota Aurora's line there.
Harris over to Olsen. Now Stone with it. The Third Coast nickname for this RKC team, actually a fan-chosen nickname. They solicited fans' opinion when the area was awarded a franchise. Now here's Adler out wide to French. French trying to curl back in. French will have a go of it, and that shot blocked away.
Little ambitious there by Sophie French. That first touch kind of killed her momentum going forward. She had to recover after that. And then the shot there was a little off balance. I think she could have connected another pass, maybe even taken a few more touches there.
French back on it now, heading for the corners, now wanting to cross. And that will be a goal kick awarded to Dobrinska and Third Coast. But as I was saying, the Third Coast nickname fan solicited. The RKC, for those that don't know what that means, it's an acronym that stands for Racine Kenosha County, representing an area, as we head to a hydration break, an area that is somewhat rich in soccer history. Jesse Marsh, former Leeds manager, hails from the area.
Yeah, they certainly like to tout that. I mean, he's a very impressive coach, so, I think that they're really excited about that. And there is a lot of attention around RKC, the club as a whole. Obviously, they also have a men's side, so it's fun. It's fun to be able to see what they're trying to grow out there in eastern Wisconsin, and that's why, obviously, the Third Coast came around.
As we look at the Larkin-Hoffman rules of the game, a hydration break in effect. Just making sure you do right by the players when it's elevated temperatures, especially down there on a surface like this, about 10 degrees hotter than what the actual temperature feels like. So always good to make sure players are properly hydrated.
Absolutely. These women, you could tell, are still having a ton of fun out there, but it is definitely hot, and they are putting on a lot of miles. So you want to, especially this early on in the season, you definitely want to make sure you're taking care of their bodies.
Approaching the 80th minute here at TCO Stadium, and attendance of 4,531 watching what has been a goal-scoring affair. It got started early, and it has continued. When we kicked this match off tonight, Danny, Minnesota, as we mentioned earlier in our broadcast, tied for 17th most goals scored in the league this year. At the moment, if this match were to go final, they would find themselves alone for third most scored in the league this year. One off the tally of Long Island, who entering tonight has scored 20 goals, 8 coming from Leah Howard, the league's leader in goals.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fun teams coming out and scoring a ton of goals early on. A lot of new inaugural teams to the league, just having a ton of fun, wanting to get forward, I think really wanting to make a name for themselves. So it's been really exciting to see that. I think Minnesota Aurora at this point is honing in on what makes them great and will what make them a lasting team throughout the season.
If this scoreline does stand, it would be the largest margin of victory for any team across the USLW this season. Everyone right now still looking up at San Francisco Glenn's 25 goals scored.
Well, this is certainly going to get a lot of attention. So a 10-0 game at minimum here is definitely going to tilt the eyes of some coaches and players out there who are wondering what is going on here in this Midwest division.
Banky space to move, now plays it wide out to Rapp on this near side. Here's Rupert, ahead to Rapp.
Just so much free time for these players on Minnesota Aurora.
Banky, that shot blocked.
Have the time at their feet to turn, take a couple touches, make the decision if they want to take somebody on, get forward, or make a pass. And even then, after the pass happens, the player receiving the ball has time and space to get at RKC's defensive line.
Another corner upcoming for Maddie Wickers and Minnesota Aurora. That ball hangs in. Dobrinska first to it. Snatched that out of the air.
Rough landing there for Dobrinska. She almost came down. It looked like she almost hit the back of her head there, but great job to come up nice and strong. Strong hands there.
That was Pekkala who just bobbled that one, couldn't haul it in, was feeling the pressure from behind there from French. Danny, you talk about people taking notice. Just yesterday, the USLW released their power rankings, their top 10. The top 5, San Francisco Glenn's NC Courage U23s, Indy 11, Tampa Bay United, California Storm. Aurora on the outside of that 5 looking in, number 6. And the rest of the top 10, McLean, Oakland Soul, Long Island, and Flint City AFC. You would think a 10 goal scoring output in a single match is sure to elevate Aurora up those power rankings.
You certainly would hope, Jake. But you never know. There's a lot of teams who are putting up big numbers this season. A lot of those teams are new teams from the coastal regions where there is a little bit more strength. So I think that USLW League is probably looking at that as well as they're going through these power rankings, but I think that this will, it should get some attention from the voters for next week. I will also say a lot of those teams have played 5 games at this point. They started their seasons a little earlier than the Heartland Division, so that is also played into the just rankings.
Glenn's being one of them, 5-0-0 to start the year. No change for San Francisco from the last power rankings released by the league.
Yeah, they've sat atop the table pretty much the whole season.
Adler connecting with French there, and French just whiffs on that pass. A giveaway in the midfield.
Sophie French wanting to take a few too many touches there rather than being decisive with her play and getting the ball off her foot.
Here's King. Good build-up here for RKC Third Coast. Haven't seen much of that this evening. They do turn it over, however, and Aurora looking to counterattack. Long ball forward. McBean will run that down. McBean wants to cross, and a good job by the defender. Just stuck the foot in. That was Johnson able to disrupt that.
McBean did a great run there, and then she did a good job of trying to slow the ball down a little bit, wait for her teammates to get into the box as well, because she was almost a lone runner there for a little bit.
Corner won by Minnesota. They'll take it from the near side. Just guided away. It looked like a Third Coast player was the one who got to that first. You mentioned all the new teams in the USLW this season. We talked about it the last time we were here at TCO Stadium, league expanding from 44 to 65 as Aurora give it away. That does mean a change in the playoff format this season for the USLW. 16 teams will be featured for the first time ever. They're going to use regional pods for the early rounds, which begin July 6th and 9th of this year. McBean able to shake free. McBean sails that over the bar.
Once again, McBean looking to get that goal for herself. She did have somebody running on the inside there. Maybe could have slotted them in, but I appreciate the fact that she's still trying to get to goal. This is the moment. We're in the 83rd, 84th minute here where that level of energy has started to drop off, which I think is something that Coach Lukic wanted to steer them away from by making all 7 changes at once. I think this is the moment where late in a game, in a tighter match, these moments are really, really important, and you don't want to see the energy drop right now.
Aurora will have another corner, this one coming from that far flag.
Tonight's attendance is 4,531. All of us with the thank you for coming out.
Adler will take it, the 3-time All-Summit League selection at Denver. This hanging in on that near post. Rapp first to it. We'll play it to Rupert. Looked like that might have gone off the boots there of King, and it does. Aurora have the throw. Here's Stone. Thought about it for a moment, now gives it up to French. French back through the middle. Banky looking for goal, and it's wide again.
Good little combination play there. It started with Sophie French popping out from out of the box into the nice little flank area there, getting the ball on her right foot, taking her player on, and then crossing it quickly into the box. Nice little layoff and a good strike. Again, just great combination play.
Closing in on 3 minutes until the full-time whistle here in Eagan, Minnesota. Entering this evening, RKC Third Coast were one of 15 winless teams in the league. Only 3 others started 0-4-0. And it appears as though RKC heading toward an 0-4-0 start to their club's existence.
They certainly were not dealt the easiest entrance into this league by far. 5 games on the road is tough for anybody. It's tough to get in the swing of things. It's tough to have your full roster with you. So I empathize with the challenge that they had.
Good build up here again for Aurora. That shot sent forward again. Caitlin McBean.
A lot of shots going over the top here. That really means is like McBean, when she's taking that shot, is leaning back there a little bit rather than trying to get over the ball. I would say that's more on tired legs, poor decision making rather than trying to be patient, get over the ball, or find an extra pass and get a little closer before taking that shot.
Adler had it. Now McBean's shot banked away, and that will concede the corner. The biggest thing that Nicole Lukic emphasized to us earlier this week when we talked to her, as we see a look here at the blocked shot.
That was a good strike by McBean there. Had it not been blocked, that was going in the far corner there.
Free header for McBean goes wide. But the biggest thing Nicole Lukic emphasized to us this week, Danny, was that this team has not played up to its full potential yet. She even said that people haven't seen our best yet, which might be surprising since we're 2-0. We talked a lot this week about holding ourselves to a high technical standard. I'd say we're about 80% there. That's a scary thought if you're 80% there and you're scoring 10 goals in a single match.
Yeah, I would like to hone in on a certain word she used, though. She said we want to hone in on our technical skills, and I think that's something that you can see in the precision of this team's performance today, just in the little details, their decision making, their cleanliness on the ball. It's been very good. It's by Minnesota Aurora today, and I definitely think this is something that you're going to see them continue to improve on as they get more comfortable with each other and within this setting.
Rapp will leave it out to an empty area. Here's Rupert, and Dobrinska gobbles that up to end the opportunity.
I will say in the attacking third, the last probably 5 minutes, Minnesota Aurora has not been as dynamic as they had been the previous 80 minutes. So I definitely think these are the moments where Coach Lukic is going to go back to the drawing board this week and say, these are the times, the last minutes of every game, in the tight games, that could make all the difference in the world. An 89th goal when legs are tired is just as important as a first-minute goal.
There's Rapp carrying it forward. A good-looking chance. Was seeking that far top corner, but it sails wide. 2 minutes of stoppage time here at TCO Stadium separate us from the full-time whistle. Aurora, one of 5 teams this year in the league yet to allow a goal. 6 clean sheets all of last year for Nicole Lukic's Minnesota Aurora. They're halfway to that tally when the full-time whistle sounds.
Yeah, she has to be happy with that, right? Starting the season off like this. Last year they got a little bit of a slower start, especially in the first half. They were having to come back oftentimes out of a deficit. So I think she's going to be really happy with her defensive performance this year specifically. Although they have not really been challenged defensively, I will say, yet. So I think that's something that she's probably proud of, but have they been tested yet? Maybe not.
Aurora will hit the road for their next match. They'll head to Rochester, who they just saw a mere handful of days ago. Loons a -8 goal differential on the season after losing 2-0 this evening to Green Bay.
Great show in the hole there by Hannah Adler to be that relief play out.
The whistle sounds. A full-time result at TCO Stadium. Aurora scoring goals for fun on this Wednesday evening. 10-0 the final scoreline. The largest margin of victory in a single match in USLW play this season. Our Star Tribune player of the match, who else but Maya Hansen. 3 goals to her credit this evening, doubling her season output in just one match.
Absolutely well-deserved. For me, she was the standout player of today. She was always finding the ball. She was connecting. She was working hard defensively. She created chances time and time again. Even defensively, she created chances. She won the ball and then was the one to get on the end of it again.
Minnesota still have yet to concede a goal this season. 3 consecutive clean sheets, and Aurora improved to 3-0-0, a 10-0 win over RKC Third Coast. Aurora, top of the Heartland Division table. We will head to break on Fox 9 Plus. When we return, the post-match wrap-up